Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Premier League predictions for Game Week 23. I'll today tell my predictions for the next upcoming game week. Please like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. And the first game we have is Chelsea versus Fulham. Chelsea has been spending money mad, signing players left, right, and centre, and they don't look like stopping anytime soon. Well, the window's closed for now. But in the league wise, they haven't been great. They've been struggling this season. And for Fulham, they've been absolutely amazing, doing better than people predicted. I predicted them to go down. Look how that prediction went. But in this game, I am going to say that Chelsea will get back to winning ways, but Fulham will not make it easy for them. So I am going to say that Chelsea will win 2-1. Okay, that moves swiftly on to the next game. And the next game is Everton versus Everton. Where do I start with Everton? Shambles of a club. Mm, Especially at the top. Not good. Not The fans are angry, the players are not performing, and the owners don't give two damns about the club. But but they have a new manager, Sean Dyche, who has experience at keeping teams up in the league. Personally, I still think they're going to down. They have a better chance now since they got Sean Dyche, but they're playing against the best team in the league, Arsenal, who've been brilliant. They said probably they're doing a lot better than people expected. I don't think any if anyone told you that Arsenal will be top of the league by January, I think they would probably bitten your hand off. Arsenal fans are enjoying us in this game. I don't see Everton winning this. It's going to take a while for Sean Dyche's idea to get across to the players, but I see Arsenal going to Goodison and getting a convincing 4-0 win. And the next game to predict and preview is Aston Villa versus Liverpool, or Leicester. Villa have been doing good since Unai Emery comes in, apart from the shock FA Cup defeat to Stevenage. He's he's done well since he came in, and he is doing doing a lot better than the previous manager has done, who couldn't even get a tone out of them. But meanwhile, for Leicester, they're just having a meh of a season. I still don't know how Rodgers is still in charge of Leicester. He's tactically clueless, and he doesn't know what he's just doesn't know what his best 11 is, and players aren't performing because of that. But in this game, I can just see Leicester's woes continuing for another game week, and I'd say that Villa will win the Midlands derby-ish game 2-0. And the next game is Brentford versus Southampton. Brentford have been brilliant this season. They've they've got big results against the top six teams. Even went to Man City and won. They do well. Manager Frank is doing a brilliant job, and they're even dreaming of Frank of Europe. Meanwhile, for Southampton, yes, they are bottom of the league, bottom the bottom three, but they're starting to show signs that they can survive in the league. Like they're doing well in the cups. Well, they lost Newcastle last night or the night before, but they are showing signs that they can stay in this league. In this game, I think that Brentford will win this game, but I do see Southampton scoring. I am saying Brentford 2, Southampton 1. And the next game is Brighton versus Bournemouth. Brighton, what could we say about Brighton? Fan, they're having a fantastic season so far. They're in the European spots. They're scoring goals for fun, playing good football. They've got so many good talent, especially that Matoma. He's been an absolute joy to watch this season. And the manager deserves a lot of credit for what he's done so far. Even though the even though the window even though during the window some of the players wanted to leave, but they've handled the situation well, and their scouting team deserves a big plus as well. Finding these wonderful players for cheap and selling them for big money. Bournemouth, in the meanwhile, are in the relegation zone with they have spent a lot of money in the window, signing players from some all across Europe, but I still don't think they'll still survive. The manager had a good first couple of months. He had a good run of staying unbeaten, but that hasn't lasted long. And I do think Bournemouth will struggle between now and the end of the season. In this game, I think Brighton will not just win the game. I think Bournemouth are going to be in for a pasting. I'm saying Brighton 6, Bournemouth nil. And the next game to predict and preview is Manchester United versus Palace. Man United had the season had been absolutely brilliant. Ten Hag finally looks the one. It's probably been their best manager since Alex Ferguson's left the club. Rashford's on fire. All Casemiro's probably been one of the signings of the seasons, and there's a generally good factor around the club. The only negative is the owners. Crystal Palace, I mean, well, have been really struggling. They've haven't won in game for a while. They're not scoring much goals, and they're and they're just not doing great at all. But I still think they will survive. I don't see Southampton, Bournemouth, Palace going down anytime soon. But in this game, I just think Man United will be way too strong for Crystal Palace, even though Palace do have a knack of beating Man United at Old Trafford. In this game, I'm saying that Man United will win this game 3-0. And the next game is Wolverhampton versus Liverpool. Wolves just outside the relegation zone. Lopetegui's come in. Yeah, he's done an okay job so far. They've got his they are doing a lot better, and I still think the still survive Lopetegui is. But the only thing they're not doing is they're not scoring enough goals. They don't have a number 9. Like Raul Jimenez hasn't been the same player since when he got that head injury against Arsenal close a couple of seasons ago. Liverpool, on the other hand, I just don't know about my team anymore. they're they have a lot of injuries. They're not playing well. I think our manager Klopp has tactically lost it. Some of the substitutions he's made during it has cost us dearly. I think he's playing certain players in the wrong position, and the owners just don't give a damn about investing into the club when we badly need silence, but badly need it, especially in midfield. But we do have a good record against Wolves. I am going to say that Liverpool will go to Wolves and just narrowly 2-1 Liverpool, but I'm not that confident. And the next game to predict and preview is Newcastle versus West Ham. Newcastle have been brilliant this season. They're in their first domestic cup final for God knows how long. And the city of Newcastle and the sleeping giants have been woken at last after years and years of on bad, bad, like the soul's been taken out of the city, but it's been refurbished again. West Ham, the other way, are having a very, very poor season. They're doing the players they've signed haven't worked out so far, and they did win their last game against Everton, but if they didn't win that game, Moyes would not be in a job. But they have, but they did get a win in the FA Cup the last day against Derby on Monday night. But in this game, I cannot see West Ham going to Newcastle and not conceding a goal. I just think Newcastle are on form. They're a good team, best defensive team in the league, and there's a reason why they're in the top four. I'm saying that Newcastle will win at home comfortably 2-0. And moving on to the Sunday games, and the first Sunday game is Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. Well, Nottingham Forest are like Chelsea, signing a lot of players, except they're a lot lower fees and they're starting to show signs that the players are starting to gel and they're comfortably mid-table at the moment. I personally still think they'll stay up in the league, and I personally think they'll stay up. Leeds United, on the other hand, are just I don't know about Leeds. They haven't won a game since October, and they are doing they got one in the FA Cup last year. They've signed a couple of players in the window, especially American players. Like there's some kind of American revolution happening up there, and I still think they'll survive. I still think they'll survive, but it won't be easy. In this game, I see this being a goal fest. I'm saying that this game will finish in a detriment 2-2. And the last game to predict and preview is Tottenham versus Manchester City. Tottenham, they haven't. They won their last game in the league against Fulham away, and they won the FA Cup. But league-wise, they should be doing a lot better. Like their second half team, for some reason, they only turn up for the second half. In the first half, they just let the team, and they're always playing catch up all the time, which does cost them eventually. Oh, these two teams only meet each other a couple of weeks ago, and they were 2-0 up, but being in Tottenham, they bottled it and won, and Man City came back and won the league game 4-2. Man City, in the meanwhile, they are behind Arsenal. We know that, but they're starting to show signs that they are coming back to themselves. Like they won their last game there. They won in the FA Cup in the FA Cup against Arsenal in the league, and they're going to be meeting each other, which will probably be a title decider. But in the league, they're starting to show signs that they're going. Man City can go on these amazing runs between now and the end of the season. But they have not. But at White Hart Lane recently, the new one especially, they have not scored a goal in the league at Tottenham, the new ground. But I do think they will score in this game. But I don't think they will win. I think this will be a Desmond, and I think this game will finish 2-2. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and please the like and subscribe, and give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.